one.
Boom! And welcome to the Big Honker Podcast edition of Did You Know? Brought to you by Mallard Bay. Go check out Mallard Bay. Get hooked up with Roy Carter at Carter's Big Island in Kansas. Some of the best greenhead hunting anywhere in the world.
We have had him on the podcast. Yep. Great guy.
Great dude. My kind of person. Anyways, check him out, and you can get that at mallardbay.com.
Okay. Did you know? Do you know what is the largest masonry building in the Western Hemisphere?
Masonry building in the Western Hemisphere would be... Is it in the United States?
Yeah.
Okay. Masonry. The biggest masonry building that I recall seeing in my lifetime is the Capitol building. Some of the buildings in Washington, D.C. are absolutely tremendous, huge, and I'm sure it's not nothing like that, but I'm going to say it's that, or it's an old Ford car plant or some shit where they made out of bricks.
It is the place in the Dry Tortugas National Park called Fort Jefferson.
Yep, I've seen it before.
16 million bricks.
Wow.
There is zero fresh water at this place. It is 70 miles west of Key West, and I believe it is also 70 miles north of like Cuba or something like that.
Cuba would be geographic.
The park is 100 square miles. It covers 11 acres of the 16-acre land.
Can you put that up on the big screen?
Yes, I can. I'm working on that right now. So now, tinfoil hat. Why?
Well, that was going to be my question. You brung this up on Did You Know, so you should have followed up on this.
Nobody knows why.
Huh?
It was built there. It was built in the 1840s. It took 20 years to build. They said that...
Who built it?
We did. We did.
The United States government did.
We did.
Well, then somebody has to know why they did it.
It was it makes zero all the digging I've done on this. There's zero geological benefit to this. It's in the middle of the ocean. You're not controlling the Gulf from it. I mean, it's just there's no fresh water on the place, and we're supposed to believe that they shipped prisoners in and they built this immaculate place, the biggest brick building in the Western Hemisphere.
But nobody knows why it was built?
No, a lot of people, so this is where the tinfoil hat comes in. A lot of people think that this is leftover from a previous civilization that we just found and inhabited.
So it's pre-Civil War.
The building stopped in, I think, 1860-ish. During the Civil War, the fort was used as a military prison for captured deserters. It also held the 4 men convicted of complicity in the Lincoln assassination in 1865, the most famous being Dr. Samuel Mudd. During its peak, over 1,700 men were stationed at the fort, but it was plagued with constructional problems and yellow fever. Once again, where did you get water? Where did you get fresh water for 1,700 men on an island 70 miles away from Key West? Key West isn't even on like a big, it's not on mainland. Like it's a chain of islands to get to Key West, and this place is 70 miles.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of it before. People
further from it,
been fishing by it and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was the biggest brick building in the United States, though. It's
biggest brick building in the Western Hemisphere.
That's huge because I've seen. Man, I'm gonna tell you what's. I don't think Capitol buildings are made out of granite and not, but it's amazing how big some of those buildings are.
So here is Fort Jefferson. It's got amazing. I got to get rid of that. It's got amazing arches. They say the craftsmanship is just otherworldly. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, I've seen it 1,000 times and stuff. I did not realize that was the biggest.
But I mean, you got beautiful archways, and the whole thing. They want you to believe is made up of slave labor. Slaves did all that, Jeff.
Well, I'm sure they did.
Slaves did all that. They're smart enough. They're smart enough to do this.
Wow, you're being a little racist there. You don't
I'm
think
not
they're
being
smart
no.
enough to do it?
I'm saying slaves and prisoners built this immaculate thing. No, there was no just ordinary people. Ordinary people built this. It has It's been standing since 1800s. Look at this thing.
Yeah,
there's places that haven't lasted 50 years unattended to.
Oh, the engineering is amazing. It's not unattended to. It's a national park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is attended then. It's a national park. My question to you is, a minute ago you told me they thought it was found. Now you're saying they built it with slave labor. So make up your mind. Which one is it? That
is the narrative that they want you to believe.
That what?
That we built that we didn't find that. Maybe that's the place to Atlantis. So,
we're going way out here now.
yeah, we're going off the deep end here.
I guess you can go to tours of that when you go to Key West.
Yeah.
Be a long way to get there, 70 miles,
oh my
being
goodness,
miserable.
could you imagine?
Fuck, I don't like riding a boat that much.
So do you know who got the contract to do the bricks? 16 million bricks.
Let me guess for a minute. It's a politician's brother-in-law, if I'm guessing.
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. Baker and Abercrombie.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Got the contract.
They were the first hunting stores were Abercrombie and Fitch.
They got the contract to, they ran into a brick making problem. A lot of the bricks that they found didn't really work for what they were using.
Can you imagine shipping all them bricks there?
Exactly, Jeff.
I'm going to do some digging on this place. I'm going to find out why.
Things are not adding up with Mr. Fort Jefferson, but a lot of conspiracies swirl around it. Why there? Like I said, it makes zero geological sense.
Well, you done a good job on Did You Knows, because this is something I did not know, and I have seen pictures of that 1,000 times.
Didn't know it was that massive.
I didn't know where exactly it was. I knew it was somewhere out of Key West.
I can get a map and I'll show you how far off it is.
But that is crazy.
Yeah, I think 1846 to like 1865, or maybe it's 20 to 40, something like that.
Wow, that sucker is way out there.
It's way the hell out there. But I mean, why would you put a fort there?
Don't know.
You know what I mean?
A lot of pirate days. They had a lot of problems with pirates back then. And it's right north of Havana.
I just don't know what benefit. And
so it's 70 miles north of Havana.
And 70 miles west of Key West.
That's crazy.
So that is my Did You Know? Fort Jefferson, look into it. If you ever find out the real reason that the government doesn't want you to know, you might find a lot of people think that it is a remnant from civilization's past.
It's very
Fort Jefferson, largest masonry building in the Western Hemisphere, not just in the United States.
All right. Well, my Did You Know is a little different. First, I'd like to wish you a happy birthday. How old are you
Thank
today?
you very much. I'm 37.
37. Man, just think right now.
I'm as young as I'm ever going to be.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to give you something that's going to be realistic for you.
I'm middle-aged.
Well, you're middle-aged, all right. You're closer to 60 than you are to 20 today.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
By minutes. But you're closer to 60 years of age than you are to 20 years of age today.
13 and no, I've been closer to 60. No, 60, not 50.
23 years. Well, actually, you're closer to 20. 20 would be 17 years ago, and you're 23 years to. So
Yeah,
never mind.
You're thinking 50.
I'm a little
You're
off.
thinking
Yes.
50.
I was a little off of that. Anyways, you're getting fucking old.
I am.
Anyways, but you've had a good 37 years on this planet. Okay.
So my other other Did You Know?
I didn't know you had two.
This is a guy's opinion, but he believes that if you live 5 years, if you can live 5 more years, you will live to be 150.
Huh?
With modern medicine technology, with advancements in medicine, he says once you get 5 years down the line, we're going to be able to keep people alive until.
So when I'm 5 years down the road, or you?
Everybody.
No.
Anybody that's alive today,
Nope.
If you make it 5 more years, you will live to be 150 years old.
He's full of shit.
I told Blake that, and he said, there ain't no way I've got 120 harvests left in me.
I can't imagine. I would love to go. I don't know. I don't want to be old and can't get around. So I don't believe the guy. The Bible says no one will live to be past 118 or 20 or something.
As they were making Noah out to be 500 years old.
Well, after him, there was not ever going to be old.
Okay.
You're the Bible. You're the deacon at church.
I've not
me.
heard that, and I'm not a deacon.
Yes, there is scripture that says you only live to be a certain age, and I don't know what it is, but 150 is not it. So God said that no one will be living past Methuselah or one of them people. I don't know. I have to ask my preacher. He knows a little bit more about the Bible than I do.
There you go.
Okay. Did you know how much money they spend on Halloween in the United States of America?
This is $1 billion industry. $6 billion.
11.6 billion was in 2022. In 2024, they're expecting $12.2 billion for Christmas or for Halloween decorations
Is
and
Christmas
candy.
more than that?
Christmas is still more than that, but it's catching up fast. So that's one of my did you
Does
knows.
Halloween encompass like all the fall decorations that we put out? Because we put out fall decorations September
I'm sure
1.
they probably consider that.
Right. Like leaves.
And hot pumpkins and everything is Halloween or fall. You know, we have 3 seasons at our house, or 4 actually. We have fall, September 1st. We have Halloween, October 1st.
Yep.
Back to fall on Thanksgiving Day, or back to fall on November 1st till Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Then on Thanksgiving Day, it's Christmas until the 25th of December or New Year's Day, whatever.
Mine goes to like mid-January.
And then we have off.
Yeah.
Nothing. No, we don't decorate for nothing else.
We don't either.
Thank gosh we have not figured out a way to incorporate Easter into some kind of decorations. Okay. Do you know how much the average citizen in the United States pays on fishing per year?
That's going to be low. $3,000.
$1,290 a year is what the average person spends on fishing.
Now, does that encompass the people that spend zero, like me?
Yeah, it's everybody.
I spend $0.
Yeah, because there's somebody out there that's buying a $100,000 bass boat today.
Right. So that just shows you.
$1,290 is all that's spent. Now, do you know how much money the average woman will spend on her face in her lifetime?
I'm going to go $12,000.
$300,000 in their lifetime.
Oh, I didn't figure in makeup. I thought I was purely thinking surgery. That makes sense whenever you factor in all the makeup.
$300,000 what the average woman will spend on her face in her lifetime.
Wow.
Do you know where the most expensive face is per day?
It's got to be L.A. No, I'm going to Abu Dhabi. No, they wear burqas.
In the United States.
L.A.
Nope.
Salt Lake City. Those Mormons.
Mormons, you think their makeup wears?
Yeah.
The most expensive face is in New York City.
That was my second guess.
$11 per day.
In makeup?
They spend $11 a day on their face.
Wow.
$11 a day, yeah. So the average woman, if you live in New York City, you're spending $350. Your wife's spending $350 a month on her face.
Phew.
New York, Connecticut, West Virginia. I did not expect West Virginia to be there. Are the top three. The cheapest face. Guess where the cheapest face is?
Okay.
Boy, I can already see right now, you're going to piss some women off somewhere. You're going to pull a Charles Barkley in Galveston and San Antonio on them. Have you seen that clip?
Yeah.
Them big old gals in San Antonio.
I am going to go country bumpkins in Mississippi or Arkansas.
There are a lot of beautiful women in both of those states.
Indiana, Plain Jane.
Nope.
Bitch doesn't get up for nothing.
Montana.
Ah, that makes sense.
Girl in Montana only spends $3.50 on her face a day. $100 a month.
I can see that.
Montana,
she's got no way to impress.
Montana, Utah's second. The Mormons, they're second on the cheapest.
I knew they were on the list.
New Mexico, Maine, North Dakota, Vermont, Alabama, Mississippi, and Ohio. Now,
where's Texas on these lists?
We're in the middle somewhere.
Nowhere?
Yep.
Natural beauty.
Okay. Over 55% of women spend 6 minutes removing the makeup every day at the end of the day. So
that's...
Half the women in the United States can put their makeup on in 7 minutes. Your mother's not one of them.
My wife is.
Yeah, Jessie is not really dolled up all the time.
Naturally beauty.
85% of American women mix up their beauty brands. 15% of them are very loyal to their company, whether it's Ulta,
right,
Sephora, or whatever, MAC, whatever it is.
Right.
Guess which state spends the most on foundation?
Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with. What would you use, Matt?
South Carolina.
I can see that.
Which state? You know which state spends the most on moisturizer because their skin dries out?
It's gonna be North Dakota or Montana.
Alaska.
Yeah, a cold place.
California is the quickest in the United States, and this surprised me. They only take 3 minutes on average to put just 3 minutes to put on their makeup.
I get that.
New Yorkers takes 21 minutes.
Right. Well, it's a different lifestyle, right?
Yep. South Dakota, eyeliner.
Mm-hmm.
They spend more than any other state, and they spend less than $5 a month on eyeliner in South Dakota. So, anyways, that was a few of my deals. Was makeup, Halloween.
There you go.
So that's really all I had on this week's.
Did you know? It's been 15 minutes anyway, so
yeah, that's what I knew it was. Fort Jefferson's pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to do some digging on that because that's gonna be something I'm very interested to find out because there has to be an answer of why it was created.
Atlantis.
Well, I don't. You think they were doing bricks then?
Of Atlantis. We don't know what they were doing, Jeff. Back in those days. I'm telling you. Do a little bit of research. It's not going to add up because I've done quite a bit and it doesn't add up. Thank you everybody for listening. Everybody have a great week. We love you. Bye. Watch for deer. Bye-bye. And check out Mallard Bay if you're thinking about booking a hunt this coming hunting season. Check out Mallard Bay. It's easier now than ever before. You just type in where you're wanting to go, what you're wanting to chase. All the results pop up from there.